In today's anime Vanguards video, I'll be showing you guys the best ways to get both rerolls and gems. So I'll break this video into two different sections, gems and rerolls. I'll be showing you guys the best methods for both, how to AFK both, how to grind both and whatnot. You can't really AFK rerolls, you kind of can, but it's not really that. But rerolls, not rerolls, gems, there's different methods to AFK. The best methods, ones for not as good players and better players. You could do two different methods and you can also get XP, whatever. So I'll be showing you macros in this video and whatnot. So before today's video does start, subscribe to the channel. Today 100,000 subscribers spend this year. If you want the shiny alley card, you want the alley cards just like me for real, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 100k. Once you're going down there, join my Discord server down below. This is why I'm saying join my Discord server down below. It's not only because I do giveaways in there. You can grab with other people and be in my videos such as lucky clips and a bunch of other videos. It's also because I'm going to be putting the macros from this video in my Discord. Now, keep in mind, there'll be certain requirements to use my specific macro that you guys might not have. Like you might not have the same screen resolution and whatnot. If you can't use the ones in my Discord, just make it yourself. I always recommend just make it yourself. But if you really are lazy, just use mine. But if it don't work, please don't start spam pinging me saying it don't work. I'll say it on Discord and I'll say it here. Just make it yourself. It takes about a minute to make the macros in this video. So just do it yourself if it doesn't work, okay? But enough the yip yap, let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so the first thing we'll go over is gems. Now, can't lie, there is a million ways to get gems in this game. So I'm gonna show you all the dookie ones. One of the dookie ones, but the small ones that, you're not really gonna be, it's not like your main gem source, but you can just collect along the way. So one of them is going to be, if I just tab out real quick, your collection index. Now, in my opinion, I literally have every single unit of the game evolved. I'm not saying that's what you need to do, but I'm saying every time you collect a unit, you evolve it, you won't just be clicking claim all and collecting the gems. You won't get an insane amount of gems. I don't know what the exact amount is if you complete the collection index, but you'll get a decent amount. So you should just be collecting it. You'll see a little exclamation mark above Genos. I've completed it, so you won't see it. And you can just collect your gems whatever. The next thing is your daily quests and your weekly quests. Now, in my opinion, I can't be bothered to do my daily quests. Sometimes I don't even play daily now, since there's not enough content in the game at the time I'm recording this video. So it's really not much for me to do. I've evolved every unit in the game. All I need to do is complete Paragon, which I get into later. So yeah, you can do the story. I'm not sure, you can just complete this if you really need the gems, but it's not really worth it in my opinion. It gives you barely anything. You mostly do the weekly quests, which mine have reset apparently, even though it's Sunday. So I just realized that myself, and you get rerolls for this too, which I'll go over later. But I actually need to do these weekly quests even though it's Sunday. I don't know why it's reset on a Sunday. But the next thing we'll go over is level milestones, which is mostly in my opinion better for rerolls, but you still get gems along the way. As you can see, I'm level 55. When I get to level 55, 1.9k, but it's way better for rerolls than it is for gems. But you still can get some gems along the way. So make sure you're clearing your level milestones. He'll have an exclamation mark at the top of him, just like how I said for Genos. Here's a little exclamation mark. Exclamation mark is this, by the way, for someone that doesn't know that. But and it'll be like above his head. So yeah, make sure you're always claiming that type of stuff. The next thing is going to be, I think we're just going to go straight into the macros, I think. Wait, no. Okay, what you also want to do is just complete all the story on Nightmare. You want to complete every single story map on Nightmare. If you haven't done that already, do that. And what you want to do, click achievements, and then here you go. As you can see, the rules, 1k gems, 5 rerolls. 1k gem, 5 rerolls, and 1k gem, 5 rerolls. So you want to just complete these. You want to get them out of the way, because you just get a bunch of rerolls for them, and you do get a little bit of gems. Mostly I would do it for the rerolls, but you can still get some gems, so it's up to you. That's what I'm trying to say. We should definitely do that. The collector, yeah, this you're just gonna complete by just playing the game. You get 2k gems, but you literally just play the game, summon, and you're done. It's very easy. that collector thing is very easy. And the last thing is probably gonna be daily rewards. So you can claim all of these and you get gems. So in my opinion, that's all the small ways that you should just, make sure you're slowly ticking off. You don't really have to do dailies, but make sure you're claiming your collection rewards, claiming your level milestones, doing your weekly quest, finishing your achievements. You might as well start doing these things whilst the game has just come out, because what you don't want to do, you wait 10 years, then there's too much in the game and you're like, oh, there's too much in the game, I can't bother to do this, I can't bother to do that. Whereas if you just did it since release, every single update, you just have to beat the update rather than having to beat 10 million different things in the game, unless that's what you prefer. But I know a lot of people cry about like ALS, for example, that they're just really behind even though they played since release. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just complete these things at release so you don't have to complain about them later on. Okay, now there's two different macro methods which we're going to get into right now, but I need to open up Time Task. Okay, so there are going to be a lot of you in the comment section down below. Well, not a lot of you, 90% of you watch this video, especially PC players, you cannot macro on mobile. Do not macro on mobile. I repeat, do not macro on mobile. You will get banned because apparently even auto clickers, if you use an auto clicker on mobile, apparently changes your Roblox application and you will be banned. So I'm sorry, mobile players, you got to play the game manually. And to be honest, you actually can, like, because of the achievements of the mouse, or just for playing the game and certain things you need to do in the game, you can't do AFK. You need to play the game manually anyway, so I can't lie to you. And it's not that terrible at the moment. It's not, the game's not in a stage here. You need to be AFKing all day to be good at the game. Do you know what I'm saying? So please, mobile players, do not auto click, do not macro if you're on mobile. If you're on PC, it's okay, because if you use an auto clicker, your tiny task, it doesn't inject anything into Roblox. It doesn't change your Roblox application. But on mobile, it does. I'm not the one making up this information. The anime Vanguards devs are the ones saying this in their own Discord server. So if you want to go check that in sub announcements, check it yourself. I got DMs from mobile players saying they got banned. I'm not saying that I promoted it, because I didn't. Why would I promote mobile macros or mobile auto clicking? But what I'm trying to say is, if you're mobile, just don't. Just don't. PC, I'm gonna try to macro. Sorry, I just had to get the disclaimer out because there are mobile players watching this video, and I don't want you to get banned. Okay, so Tiny Task. I'll leave a link in the description to get Tiny Task. Tiny Task is fully trusted. When you download it, it's not gonna ask you turn off your flipping virus protection, stuff like that. It's Tiny Task. Okay, it's been out for literally years. And most of you watching this video probably already know Tiny Task, but there will be this, there's small 10% of you that don't know what Tiny Task is. So you download Tiny Task, and pretty much what Tiny Task does, it copies what you're doing. So let's say I record myself moving forwards on Tiny Task, and then I let it play by itself, don't touch my keyboard, it's going to record me going forwards. Okay, so go in preferences, and the first macro I'm going to show you is the story macro. There's two different macros. I prefer story. You can either do story, which gives you both gems and XP, but a little bit less gems, or you can do infinite, which gives you pure gems but pretty much no XP. Now the reason why I prefer the story, which I haven't even done in a while, I took a little bit of a break, but the reason why I prefer the story is because if you go to level milestones, I am not level 100, and majority of you watch this video are not level 100. And as you can see, you get pretty good rewards, not just gems, but the rerolls. Keep in mind, rerolls, it's not an insane ways to get them. So I highly recommend you just do the story method, in my opinion. But if you're desperate for gems, you want a bunch of gems, you do the infinite method. So I'll show you the story, and I'll show you the infinite. So we're going to go into story real quick. And as we go into story, we're just going to, you could just do any map. It doesn't really matter which one. I just do Planet Namek. It's not that serious, like which map. As long as you can solo it, you can use a Dookie unit. You don't have to use the units I'm using, like to solo Planet Namek. We both know that if you play the game. You should be thinking about macroing if you're Dookie. I mean, no, you should be thinking about macroing if you don't know how good your units even are. So I'm going to vote start here. I'm not going to worry too much about this. I'm going to yap for a little bit, so just listen to what I'm saying. So you want to go to preferences, and you want to do play custom speed. Now, I have it at 13 times, but I'm going to make it 8. So make your play custom speed 8. Turn on continuous playback. Make your recording hotkey, playback hotkey, wherever you want. So I'm going to make my playback hotkey a Control Shift Alt P. My recording hotkey F8. Now make sure you know those hotkeys, okay? Or you can just copy mine and I'll tell you what to do. You just listen. So change your custom speed. Turn on continuous playback. Have the recording hotkey and playback hotkey set. And then all you want to do is you either want to win the stage or lose it. It's really up to you. But you want to just get on that retry area. So you want to see where you can place units. So I could place Vegeta, let's say here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to beat this whole stage really quick, just using Vegeta. Make sure I can do this whole stage with Vegeta. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm about to finish the stage. So I'll just explain it a little bit one more time. So, wait, let me just press escape. Okay, so wherever you can place your unit. So for example, Alucard, he costs 2k. So I can only place him when I get down here. But maybe you're using Goku Black, and you can place him here. Make sure that he can just kill them quite easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not like really struggling. As you can see, my Vegeta, literally every time he attacks, he's just killing them. So I want to stand here because this is where I get enough money to place down my Vegeta, for example. Because if I stand here, I'm not going to have enough money to place my Vegeta if I have to place him like if I stand here and I want to place my Vegeta all the way over there. So my macro can easily mess up. So you want to stand basically right next to where you're going to place the unit is what I'm trying to say. So just going to quickly beat the stage real quick, and then I'm going to show you what to do. So make sure you have your time task out. You did the same settings. And then yeah. Okay, so as you can see, I'm about to beat the stage. So I'm literally going to record the time task. Make sure you've done your recording hotkey, your playback hotkey. Mine is F8. So all we're going to do right now is we press F8 right now. We spam click, just spam click. Then you want to click replay. You want to click vote start. Then you want to place out your Vegeta like that, even if you can't afford it. press spam T. Spam T on your keyboard. Why? Because T is the upgrade button. And the recording. That's it. Very, very simple. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to change my playback hotkey to F8 because I prefer it. You don't really want your playback hotkey to be Control Shift Alt P because it's going to do shift lock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play back the time task. It's just going to keep playing back. It's very, very easy and it's very, very simple for story. The story macro is very simple and never messes up. It literally never messes up because it just don't mess up. Like, it's a very simple macro, so it's quite hard to mess up. As you can see, I'm not going to touch my keyboard and you guys are going to see me beat the stage and go to the next one just to prove to you guys that it does work. Now, I can't lie to you, this macro was not perfect if I'm being completely honest, but the stage I'm doing really isn't hard. I can easily fix the macro, make it a lot better if you guys want in my Discord, but it's a simple tiny task. I messed up a tiny bit, but bro, like, let's be honest. The stage is, I'm doing first map Namek. All maps give you the same amount of gems and story, same amount of XP, so it doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, it's still upgrading. It just might have placed a little bit extra, but that's about it. Like, the stage is still really, really easy. Like, we're just gonna quickly beat the boss whenever it spawns here, and you know what, it'll be lag work. And it doesn't matter if you lag or you don't lag, or you load in fast or you load in later, because it's just like a continuous play, but it just keeps playing. So no matter what, it pretty much always works. It never messes up. The only way it messes up if your unit's really dookie, but you can have legendaries and it'll be good enough for the stage. I'm just using mythics because I have a mythic, so. And most of you watch this video probably at least have one mythic, even if it's not evolved. So yeah, it's really, really easy, really, really simple, but it's not the best way to get gems. The best way is the infinite macro, which I'm going to show you guys after I just finish this, to show you guys that, you know, it does work for anyone, you know, speculating, oh, it doesn't really work, it's just showing you whatever. So as you can see, it's clicking, whatever, replay, vote start, there you go. And it's just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And if you leave it overnight, you're going to get both XP, so you know, you get high level for the level milestones, and you'll get gems. But it's not the best gem method, but it's like a mix of levels and gems, because infinite, you only get gems, you don't get levels. So yeah, now we're going to show you the infinite. Okay, so what you're going to do obviously is go to infinite, make sure you do your time task settings again. Now, I can't lie, I haven't really decided if the better way is to do it on 1 speed, so we're going to quickly go to infinite whilst I yap, because you need to lose straight away. So don't click retry, just lose the infinite, because yeah, just lose the infinite, because if you can't win the infinite, so there's no retry option at the start. So you just want to lose the infinite. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it is whatever. And you want to stay at the back. Now, the reason you stay at the back is because once you struggle, you die straight away, so it's quicker, is what I'm trying to say, if you stay at the back, rather than if you spawn killer, then you wait for them all to get past. It's not very efficient. So literally all you're gonna do is just gonna die first in game, obviously in game. YouTube, chill out. In game, and then yeah, we're gonna wait. So just don't click retry or anything, just lose and then wait. Just wait, and make sure you do time task settings, play 8 speed, continuous playback, recording hotkey, playback hotkey. That's it. So it's going to be quite similar, just a little bit different to the story macro. Now, you should not be doing this macro. I kind of forgot, if you can't get to wave 10 doing this macro. So if pretty much using like a Goku Black, you're cooked. So you just keep doing story. But most of you, when you're good enough, the game's been out for a little bit, you might be able to do it now. So make your recording hotkey, your playback hotkey, wherever you want. But just don't have your playback or recording hotkey as a control, because if you press control, as you can see, it goes into shift lock, which will mess up your macro. So we're going to press F8 right now to record. I'm going to spam click retry. We're going to vote start. Then what we're going to do is whatever unit you want to place down. So I want to place down my Alucard. We're going to place down Alucard. Spam press T on your keyboard. Then you can place down another Alucard. Spam T on your keyboard. Press another Alucard. Spam T on your keyboard. And the recording. There you go. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to change the recording and playback hotkey. And I'm just going to spam that. Now, I could do better placements. I could choose different units. It's really up to whatever you want to do. And you're just going to do that. And you're just going to retry. You're going to lose. You're going to retry whatever. You can use whatever units. That was not my best macro that was not like my best attempt or whatever. It's just a quick one to show you guys how it works. Like, because realistically, Alucard is line AoE that becomes full AoE, whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna do as simple as that, and then yeah, we'll just do the macro, and I'll be back once we lose and it replays just to show you guys. So I'm gonna go AFK and I'll talk when I'm back, whatever, because infinites do take a little bit of time, so I'll speed it up, whatever. Get to wave 10, this is going to be better than doing the story macro in my opinion. But if you can't really get to wave 10 doing it macro, if you do it manually, I mean, you could do it manually if you want, like, but who wants to do it manually, you know what I'm saying? So if you could do it, get to wave 10 macro, it is better than story. 4 gems and you will be getting a lot more gems, but if you want, you're not really going to be getting XP. I don't think you even get any XP from Infinite. If not, you get like a very minuscule amount. But I don't know how far I'm going to last. I actually don't even do this Infinite macro. I've not really needed to macro that much. So I don't know how far I'm going to get. So yeah, we'll see how far I get, I guess. And then I'll be back and I'll show you guys that I'll replay by itself. Then that'll be for the gem methods. But then we'll get into the reroll methods, because there are some reroll methods and whatnot. Okay, so let's see if it says the amount of time it takes me to actually beat the stage. We are almost, about to finish the stage. But yeah, that's pretty much all the gem methods, the macros, and I'll leave okay, you know what? I'll put the macros in my Discord, okay? I'll have a Discord channel for macros. I'll mention it in my video when I edit it. So it is going to retry, as you can see, 10 minutes, 240 gems. So in 1 hour, you're going to be getting, let's say, 6... So 1.2, yeah, you could get like 1. Yeah, if it messes up a little bit. Okay, so you could get like around, on average for all players, let's say you're gonna get 1.2k an hour. I'll get a little bit more, some people might get a little bit less, and I can do better placements and improve the macro, whatnot. This is like a very rough macro, and I highly recommend when you're gonna macro for anything, these tiny tasks, you just create yourself, because it can be how you want it to be, but just follow the steps. But when it comes to where you wanna place it, which ones you want to upgrade, that is when it becomes completely up to you. But this is just like, it just makes it work, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I'll put some macros in my Discord, so if you want to use those, you can use those. But yeah, let's just get straight into the next one. So in like one overnight, let's say you go sleep for like 8 hours, you could get probably like 9k gems or something, which is quite nice. But yeah, let's get straight into the rerolls now. Okay, so now I'm going to be going over the reroll methods. Now I'm going to go over the best methods and the ones that you should be doing. So the first thing I highly recommend as you just play the game is to do your weekly quest. Now I have to do this because for some reason it reset on a Sunday instead of a Monday, but it doesn't matter. I need to do my weekly quest because as you can see, one reroll right here. Very, very easy, clear 200 waves, you just play the game, you get one reroll. If you go up here, spend some gems, spend 20k, but you have the whole week to do it. You can easily make that, and then you can do the evolve any unit. You can just evolve like some Dookie unit. You don't have to do this actually if you can't be bothered, and they're not going to give you a load of rerolls, and that's why I'm kind of getting it out of the way first. But the thing is with the rerolls in this game, they're very precious, they're very valuable. Even if you get one, it is quite nice. And the thing is, it's not like AA where you need multiple to roll on a unit. You only need one no matter what the rarity is. You only need one reroll to roll on that unit, which is quite nice, I guess. So that's the first thing you should, if you want to get as many rerolls as possible, do. But you don't really have to do it. But the one I will recommend you have to do is your daily challenge. Because not only do you get rerolls from your daily challenge, you get all these other rewards that you really want. So the first thing I always say complete is your daily challenge. As you can see, I've done it myself. I always do my daily challenge. Even if I don't want to grind the game that day, I still do the daily challenge, get out of the way, and I'm done. But it is a tiny bit difficult for new players, so I can understand if you can't do it. Now, you can get rerolls every single hour from this hourly challenge. However, it's always going to be one. You're not going to get more than one. Max you're getting is 2. So, and it's not going to be one reroll every time. So, it's up to you whether you want to do it from the hourly one, but it's not like the best method to get it. And simply, I can't bother because imagine this. Alright. There's 48 challenges in 24 hours. And only if it's a challenge every hour that has a reroll in it, then you're going to get 48 rerolls a day. So, it's a bit annoying. It's a lot of grinding, a lot of effort. And a lot of people just can't be bothered simply. So, I highly recommend you the day challenge, but the hourly challenge is completely up to you. So, weekly quest, daily challenge, done. Those are the 2 minor ways to get rerolls. Now, the best ways to get rerolls, in my opinion, first, achievements. If you go to achievements, you want to complete all of the nightmare story. You have to do the nightmare story to do Paragon. What is Paragon? We'll go over what Paragon is, but as you can see, if you complete Paragon Namek, 18 rerolls. You complete Paragon Sand Village, 18 rerolls. You complete Paragon Double Dungeon, 18 rerolls. So you get a lot of rerolls from that. You get emotes, whatever, but it's the rerolls that are most important. So we want to go over Paragon, which we're going to go over in a bit, but I just want to go over level milestones. So I talked about this earlier in this video, but if you skipped the part of the video, then we're back here. So you want to be using the story tiny task, in my opinion, overnight if you want rerolls rather than just gems, because as you can see, if you level up, you get rerolls, and it's not that bad. As you can see, level 55 you get 5 rerolls, but then level 60 you get 11, then level 65 you get 5, 75 you get 5, and then you get 13. So you get this amount of rerolls, and it caps out, so you might as well just complete it. Do you know what I'm saying? So make sure you can use the story time task. There's a section of my video for the story time task before the reroll part, so just go back in the video. You'll see on the timeline of this video, story time task, and that's how you farm XP. You don't get XP from infinite, so you have to do story. So just keep that in mind, I guess. So story, level milestones, you get rerolls is one of the best ways, and the best way is going to be Paragon. Now, there isn't a lot of ways other than that, but we're going to go over the fastest way, easiest way to do Paragon. But I'm just making sure I haven't missed anything. I'm pretty sure those are really it. There's not an insane amount of ways to get rerolls other than, you know, a little bit of the Robux. But if you do want to spend Robux, the best ways to get rerolls is going to be Battle Pass. If you can complete Battle Pass, normally give you too many rerolls. But as you can see, 4 rerolls here, 5 rerolls here, and later on when they do up to level 50, because they're going to unlock it soon, it'll be level 50 and you get even more rerolls. So it's very, very OP, the Battle Pass, and it's $7.99, but it's way more valuable than, let's say, so that costs $7.99 Robux, and it'll pretty much give you 100 rerolls, which as you can see right here is 8k Robux. So it's a bargain. All you gotta do is play the game, man. So yeah, those are the best ways to get rerolls, but I want to show you guys how Paragon actually works, quick ways to do and whatnot. But yeah, the ones I highly recommend is always the daily challenge, overnight XP to get the level milestones, you get the rerolls from that, and complete all your Paragon, which I need to do myself because I'm the last map. So I'm explaining how Paragon works and the best ways to do it and whatnot. So we're gonna go to story here, and you can only do Paragon if you beat the story on Nightmare. So I've been every story on Nightmare, so I can do every map Paragon. So as you can see, I beat the story on Nightmare, 6 minutes, whatever. So you go into Paragon. Now you have to do Paragon Nightmare, and you have to click Nightmare, click on the level. Make sure you click Nightmare, click on the level. If you don't do Paragon Nightmare, you're not going to get the reroll rewards from the achievement. And if you don't click Paragon, your game's going to bug out and it's not going to send you to Paragon. It's just going to send you stuck. Alright. So, how Paragon works is every single stage. So, you need to do 25 levels. And every level, you're going to get a debuff. So, here, I got exploding enemies. But what you want to pick is one of these two. Every time you want to get regen enemies, #1 priority. Or anything healing. And then you want to get thrice. If you don't get thrice, you get shielding. So, I'll type it out because I'm saying it too fast, I know. Healing ones, you do first. Then, you do thrice. Then you do shield. So, that is priority. You do healing. If you don't get healing, you do thrice. If you don't get thrice, you do shields. If you don't get any of those, rejoin the game. If you rejoin the game, you can reset your debuffs. So, you can just keep rejoining until you get, you know, the perfect one. Then all you have to do is complete the stage. It's just a harder version of Nightmare Story. It's like the hardest difficulty in the game technically, but in my opinion, it's not even that hard. If you have only legendaries though, it is hard, but you need mythics, even mythics, so it is technically the hardest stage in the game, but at the same time, it's not really all that hard. And you get a lot more money when you first start off as well, which is quite nice. So I can't be bothered to complete the stage on camera, because there's no, what am I going to prove by being it? I'm not going to do the whole Paragon right now. But yeah, if you want to use the macros, join my Discord or just create yourself. Highly recommend you create yourself. You can join the Discord. If I spoke too fast, I apologize. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll reply if you come within the first hour. If you don't, I might not reply, but this video will hopefully do good. And then if you comment, other people will just reply. That's usually what happens. So just comment your question and someone will reply to you even if I don't. That's enough for you. Subscribe to the channel. Trying to hit 100k by this year. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.